Hello, Stacy. Hi, it's so nice to meet you.
Hello.
I'm Emily. First of all, congratulations are in order. So you're
Thank
getting married.
you. Yes.
When's the wedding day?
March 23rd. It's coming too quick. It's getting overwhelming.
So exciting. So exciting. Well, congratulations. Happy to help where I can to make sure that your hair looks amazing on the wedding day. But yeah, I read through your questionnaire. And the way that this will work is we'll first kind of run through some of the things you asked about in the questionnaire, also talk about your experiences using the curling headband in the past. So that can kind of help me better inform my decision as to any like prep tips or tricks. And then we'll go through the process of wrapping the hair together, make sure it's comfortable and secure. And I have some ideas as well for you, since you specifically mentioned you need more volume in the back and more curls in the back. Is that right?
Yes. What happens is it's like perfect in the front, and then I would have to like touch up the back would just be kind of like flat, especially here. And so then it was so easier because I would just use my wand, and at least I didn't have to do all my hair. I would just touch up the back. But I just wondered if there's any way to do that.
To do the back. Yep, no problem. So there are a couple options here with getting more curls in the back, and it kind of has to do with like different wrap techniques. So we can run through those. We'll do them together. We'll definitely want to practice it before the big day, of course. But yeah, there's a couple different options there. Do you have any issues with how long the curls are lasting or anything like that? Or is that all good for you?
Oh no, like if I once I have curls, it stays. Like my hair curls easy and holds it really long time. Now I'll actually now for the wedding I will have extensions. So I don't know. Like will this work okay, I guess, but it's mostly the length and it'll just be much longer.
Yep, it'll totally work okay with the extensions. You can
Okay.
wrap them up even before you put them on. You can just use like the headband, dampen them, wrap them around the headband. So you can do the same thing you normally would to curl your hair. Just take them off, let them dry normally, or you can put it in
Okay.
your hair and then wrap it with the extensions in. Either way works. It
Okay,
just depends on the
wonderful.
placement. Cool. Yeah. Awesome. All right. So I have two ideas here for getting more curls in the back, and I'm going to walk you through the easier one first, and then the second one's a little bit more convoluted. And this is definitely like thinking like, wedding day, how do we get the most out of this? So the first one is to do basically it's when you're wrapping your hair, you have two options. You can do one, which is what I recommend for short hair, where instead of wrapping it close to your hairline, you're going to kind of angle it more towards your heart line. And
Oh,
so
I see.
the curls are going to start sooner in the back because you're going further back this way. The other option is to do like a kind of like a braiding approach. So I can walk you through it. I'll kind of demo first. But basically what you'd be doing is starting the same way as you do before. So you take your front section, you go over and under, and then
Mm-hmm.
you'll take a front section as well from the back, and then go
Okay.
over and under. And you
Okay.
repeat that down, and then you add a section to the first, combine it, go over, under, same thing in the back. Take it.
Okay, great. Yeah, that makes sense.
And then that way you're pulling the hair in sooner in the back. It's going to sit up higher, and these curls are going to be more like voluminous in the back as well. I'm going to add an asterisk when it comes to taking them out, just go slow. You can't really do the same thing with the twist to tighten like we normally do once we're done wrapping it, because you have
Oh,
going both
yes.
ways. And
Okay.
then, yeah, you just go slow when you take them out because your hair can kind of get tangled, which is why I don't love doing it all the time, but it is definitely a way to get the curl starting sooner in the back.
I see. Okay. That makes
Um, yeah. And then the last approach is basically, I'll like demo it for you. And then if you want to go through any of these, I can go through them with you and kind of, help you as you do them. But the last approach is what you're going to do is section the hair into basically 4 sections.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you have your front section here. Here's your second section back here. And you're gonna wrap the front section like you normally would. And you're
Okay.
going down the headband, yada, yada. I'll try to do super fast, honey.
Gonna do that first. Oh no, you're fine.
Not the best wrap job, but I'm going fast. Here we go. Okay, so we got the first one done. And then what we would do is for this section, we'd basically take a second headband.
Okay. See, that's what I wondered, if that might not be the best thing if you had like a second one, because then you can just address the back with it.
And then you address the back
So
with it.
hard. I was trying different things and I was like, I don't know how I can like get.
Yeah, and this one is definitely like out of all of them, this is like you get just 2 rounds of
the
like
best.
awesome. Yeah, it looks the best. And
More
I'll
even all over.
more
This would be good too, because and I may use it too, because I think I'm gonna have to do the little flower girl's hair and stuff. So
yeah.
she's got really long, thick. So this will probably be really beautiful, but an easier way too than having to do like so. Yeah. So thank you, because this will be.
For sure.
Actually have a hairdresser, so we'll see. But I have a feeling I'm gonna be ended up doing other people's.
Yeah,
For
I
the
hear you.
bridesmaids and me, at least we have our hair. Hair,
That's yeah, I feel you on that.
but I think I will enjoy this too, just throughout, because ours is destination. So we have about 4 or 5 events. You know, we have like it's multi-days of parties.
Oh,
And
that's
so
amazing. Where is it gonna be?
it's in Cali, Colombia.
Oh, get out of here, Stacy. That's wonderful. I've never been, but I've been dying to go. Just dying to go to Colombia. It looks gorgeous.
Yeah, and tell anyone this. It's called Hacienda Pampalinda is the venue. The venues there are a dream. I mean, they're just so it's just so lush and just it's just beautiful and tropical and
Oh, it's
just
so
beautiful.
good.
Like
That's gonna be
a
amazing.
great place for weddings for sure.
Definitely, definitely. But yeah, so I think this is definitely like my recommendations. The curls you'll get from this type of where you do the double will
Mhm.
definitely be the ones that are going to be like, what you're looking for in terms of getting more curls in the back. It's just a full head of them.
Okay, so you basically probably just get another. You said you put it through. You
Yeah,
kind of could. Did you turn it over the other one or?
yeah. So I can take that back a notch.
Because
So
I love this particular thing. Like I had tried another one like from Five Below and it didn't work at all because it didn't have that nice wire in it. Like I love this one because of the wire, that it's so easy to like.
it's so
It's a
cute.
little bigger too. Like it works really well for
Thank
sure.
you. Thank you. Yeah, it was important to get that dimension just right as well so that the curls turn out right. So, are you good on this front? I can walk you through this part too, where you make the pigtail and you do one side.
Yeah,
You go on that.
got
Okay, cool.
that.
So I
I did,
like
and
to,
it turned out nice. That was the only thing. And I mean, I didn't mind. I was like, this is still easier. At least I didn't have to, because I used to use a curling one, but I'm trying not to
oh,
damage my hair anymore because I used to use it like almost every day. And it was like my hair was getting so damaged. And
bingo. It's exactly why I created it. I was so
so,
damaged and it would take me forever. So yeah, we just sectioned it into 4 sections. So basically like where your ear is sticking out, goes straight up from there to create the back section.
mhm.
And the other side, I just put it in the pigtail for now, but you would do the same once you get to that side. Wrap the first section like you normally would. And
Okay.
then you take the headband and I just thread it through. So I put it under, slide it through, and then I just fold, because now it looks like this, right?
Oh, I see. So you're kind of, yes.
And
Like as a crisscross and then just fold. You're just folding it once. You're not
I'm
like
just
doing
folding it once. Yeah, make sure the ends are
I
even
see.
and then just fold it over once. And then you'll just
I love
wrap.
that wire. I'm sure it stays so good having that wire in
Tastes
there.
so good. And if this is sliding around at all while you're wrapping it, of course you can just, do a little bend so it just stabilizes because you don't want
Mhm.
the ends to be different lengths. Or two different length won't make that much of a difference. But yeah, and then you just wrap it like you would. The first side, wrap it all the way down. You can always twist to tighten it. And then you just wrap. And then the cool thing with this is you can, once you're done, it'll look just like the first round, like the headband. It just looks like you have 2 layers of the headband, basically. So it doesn't look as
Yeah, I
silly.
know it looks
Yeah, it's like an
great.
octopus right now, but once you're done,
This looks bad. When I was a kid, I would do the braids, but I
oh,
learned what I would do to do that is I would do them sticking straight up out the center of my head. But I'd have like about 6, 7, and they'd just be so funny, like straight. But that would give it like the perfect volume because otherwise I hated that. It'd look all like straight and then crinkly. So
I've done that too. I would braid with my hair like hanging over the bed just so it was
yes,
falling
and
in
that was the big thing. I had to get the one like the in the center and big, like.
Yeah. What we
But I
do.
definitely like the curls better. So.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. Anything you want me to like
Okay.
walk you through in more detail, happy to. Just let me know.
No, I think that's it. I mean, I think
Cool.
I've seen some things where they kind of go completely reverse, but I don't know what's the point of
Yeah, so
what
I
is
was thinking of
like that.
that one too. So if this is what you're talking about, I'll walk you through that.
I forget what it was. It was someone like a long time. It was like with a robe, like with an actual, it wasn't like this. It was, I bet I remember seeing, but I think would have to be a lot longer. You'd have to have two, wouldn't you? It's kind of like they went up, I don't know. Like at it.
So,
Oh, that
uh,
looks so good. Yeah,
yeah,
that
yeah.
really
I
worked
mean, I didn't have
well.
it in long,
Oh
but
yeah, because
yeah.
now you have.
But it'll start, where it normally should up top normally. Okay, cool. So I think, let me see if this is kind of what you're getting at. Is it going to be kind of
Yes.
like this?
What is the purpose of that? Remind me or
So that one I love a lot as well. It's really good for adding more volume as well because you're basically setting your hair when it's sitting up like this. So when it falls
oh, I
down, it's
see.
going to add a lot more volume at the roots. So this was another option I was thinking about as well. I
I
haven't tried it with the double, but I don't see why it wouldn't work. Um, this one, like we mentioned at the very beginning, when you're wrapping it, keep
hmm
it just like kind of angled closer to the part line.
Okay.
So start with the headband, make sure the ends are even. I like to just secure, like we always do, half the hair off to the side and
Mhm.
just wrap the end around so it stabilizes it. And then to do this, the wire, I like to keep it kind of facing on the outside of the head. So here's the wire
Okay.
here. And what you could do is take your back section. I'm trying to make sure I'm still in view here. And you're just going to wrap it over and under like you normally would.
Okay. So
Add a,
it's a little harder. I feel like that one would be kind of a tricky one.
it
You
is
almost have
harder. It is
yeah,
harder.
that
And
was
you,
what I was thinking. But you're doing, yeah, okay, cool. So you're
it,
just kind of coming up from that area too.
mhm.
I'm
And
able.
then similarly, like when you get kind of to the ear, so I'm going kind of at a higher angle to start the curls sooner, but you see it's closer to the part line if you want to get more of the curls started sooner in the back. And then once you get kind of
Oh, I
at the
see.
ear, you just add all the hair that's left. So you won't need a longer one to do it. But if you want to kind of get that double band of curls, like we were talking about, or we just demoed with 2 of them, I haven't tried it, this method.
Okay, yeah,
But
it doesn't
I,
look like you need it for that. That would just be another until I would get another one. I could try that too, see what happens. Maybe.
yeah. And when you're done, it's not, you end up with just like a little like bun up here. Basically, you tuck the ends in together.
Yeah.
But
Oh
this
yeah, that's
this will
fine.
definitely look good on you as well, especially with like the
Good.
volume you're gonna get going up
Okay,
that.
good,
Cool.
good.
Cool. Yeah, there you go.
Unicorn.
A little unicorn. Yeah, yeah, there we go. But yeah, I'm trying to think if there's
You probably
any.
need to have the other side to stabilize it, probably.
Definitely, definitely. One other thing I was thinking, so if you're in Colombia, the humidity might be high.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
So, any little tips I have on that, only because I used to live in Puerto Rico where the humidity was very high as well. So, a
Mhm.
lightweight mousse is always good and helpful when your hair is damp to just throw in a little mousse in. And then, I have no affiliation whatsoever, but this here hairspray is like,
Oh, I love that. We use that in dance all the time for
love
because
it.
I do salsa dancing and I haven't been lately, but I used to be on teams and we would always use that to secure our hair for our fleece.
So cool.
Yes.
That's so cool. I'm impressed. I wish I could salsa dance. It's so cool.
Yes, that's a good place to go for it, Cali. It's like one of the and we met dancing. So
Oh, that's so nice. This
yes,
is
if you ever want to learn, I think that's a good place to go.
Thank you. Yeah, definitely. But cool. So you already know about that. Yeah, it's the best hairspray I've found. Like it actually holds everything else. I'm like, oh, it's not as strong. That
Mhm.
stuff is nuts. Cool. Awesome. Anything else I can help you with,
I think
Stacy?
that's it. Thank you so much. I'll try to look into getting another second one then. And so
Awesome. Well, yeah, enjoy. If you have any other questions, you can always reach out again. And a huge congratulations again. Have a wonderful wedding.
okay. Thank
Yeah,
you. Thank
sure
you
thing.
for this meeting. I really appreciate it. This helps a
Anytime.
lot.
Anytime.
Okay.
Bye, hon.
Bye bye.